Right, so yeah, so they just started the game without me even looking to start the stream, so I'm sorry about that. Um, but yeah, on the blue team, we're just gonna get straight into it. On the blue team, we are against the world, and on the red team, we have Scrub Nation. So for the blue team, they've already decided to ban out Kennen, Nami, and Zed. And for the red team, they banned out Lucian, Blitzcrank, and Syndra. Blue team first picked Yasuo, followed by red team picking Bard and Gragas, and blue team with Thresh and Galio. Actually, wow, that Galio is going to be a pretty strong either top lane or mid lane. We'll see where he decides to play it. And we're waiting for the third pick for red team and then their first ban. So their first pick will be a Darius, and that could be a Darius into Galio in the top lane. And I think the Gragas is gonna go jungle. So we'll see how they ban now. Galio already has a good combo there with the knockup from for Yasuo and also Thresh with the flame. So good picks there to support that Yasuo ult. Twitch was banned out from the red team. Right, so Twitch banned out and Malzahar banned out for the blue team. Okay, Evelyn banned out. We did see Evelyn come out from We Are Against the World, but in their first game, and she didn't do She didn't do very well, but hey, they said that they want to ban out Evelyn, so both, and also Twitch was picked first game as well for We Are Against the World, so they're gonna continue with it. They're gonna ban it out. So TF is banned out for the blue team. And it looks like, okay, Varus was hovered over, but now it is Caitlyn locked in. So we're gonna see what We Are Against the World gonna counter that Caitlyn with. They already have Thresh, so that's a good pick for the hook. Bard as well has a good chance for stun. Rek'Sai looking like she's gonna be locked in for the blue team. Yep, and that is another knock-up for Yasuo's ult. Oh, and Draven. Wow, Draven is locked in for the blue team. So that's a Draven Thresh, and Draven could do a lot of damage even though at early stages. And is this gonna be Aurelion Sol or Jace? So it looks like Jace mid. Kind of skeptical on that pick because they're lacking some AP. There is Gragas for AP damage, but he's in the jungle, so I don't know how much AP he could really do. But also on the same side, blue team also doesn't have much AP except for Galio, and Galio is gonna go top lane. So both teams very ED heavy, and both of them will have to build pretty tanky in terms of armor to be able to try to counteract. Gragas probably might want to build a Thorn Meal for the Yasuo and Draven crits. Also Darius. So we'll see how both teams play out. So let's just while we wait for the 3-minute mark, go into some stats here from both teams, since both teams have already played. We'll start off with we're against Scrub Nation because they recently played against Hyperspace Academy. Unfortunately, they lost. And let me confirm if it's the same players. Yep, it is the same players. So in the top lane, Stingers did pretty well. He has a KD of 1.2 with 3 kills, 5 deaths, and 3 assists. In the jungle, we had um, Shazaz, who has a KD of 1.00 with 4 kills, 8 deaths, 4 assists, and CS per minute of just 2. But that's pretty good for a jungle. In the mid lane, we had Enigma, who has a KD of 2.5, which is good. Kills 3 kills, 4 deaths, and 7 assists with a CS per minute of 6.95. Itadakimasu, 0.75. He didn't have a good game as a AD carry. He has actually 1 kill, 8 deaths, and 5 assists. But he has he had a huge CS advantage. He had 263 CS in one game with 6.92 as his CS per minute. And in support, we had Sir Fenor, who did pretty well. He actually has a KD of 1.0 with 1 kill, 5 deaths, and 4 assists. So he did alright. And we are against the world. They played against Satsil for Epic Field. Unfortunately, they lost, but they also played against Hyperspace Academy, and they actually won against Hyperspace Academy. This is I think they have huge potential for the future. And we'll just look into some of this. So top laners, which is TSR Baby. He has a KD of 2.71 with 14 kills, 14 deaths, and 24 assists. In jungle, we have Imaz the Kid, who I think is playing on his alt account now. Yes, which is Crazy156, but it's the same player. He has a KD of 5.0, which is 13 kills, 6 deaths, and 17 assists. In the mid lane, we have the captain Ray 21-21-2 with a KD of 2.78, 17 kills in total, 9 deaths, and 8 assists. AD carry KB, who has a great KD of 6.75, which is 11 kills, 4 deaths, and 16 assists. And the support Ray 1912 with 3.25 KD with 3 kills, 8 deaths, and 23 assists. Just looking to match it up in terms of the top players in each category. Actually, number 2 in the top lane is TSR Baby, he with that KD of 2.7. Only on top of him is Lord CHS from Setsil Epic Field, who has a KD of 8.5. In jungle, Imaz the Kid is actually in second place as well. He is at 5.0, up against second to Vigilon from Setsil for Epic Field, who has a KD of 22.0. In the mid lane, Ray is number 2 again, up against Setsil again, who is Timmy, and Timmy has a KD of 21, where Ray has a KD of 2.7. AD carry, actually, KKB is number 1. He with his KD of 6.75, and Cruiser from Setsil with a KD of 4.6. And in support, Ray is actually in 3rd position, following Vylon from Setsil and Jaden17 from Hyperspace Academy with a KD of 3.2. Vylon actually has a KD of 27 with 5 kills, 1 death, and 22 assists. So that's pretty huge for support. Alright, so we are loading up onto the Rift right now. Yeah. 2 gold members for the blue team and 1 gold member for the red team. Alright, so we are on the Rift, just waiting for the characters to load in. This is the 5th game for Group 2. And we'll only have one more game after for Group 2, which is going to be Scrub Nation versus Setsil for Epic Field. That's carded, however, for next week, Thursday, because Setsil, one of their members, is going away. So he'll be away for a week. Alright, so the game has started. Just gonna fix up this. Yep. Okay, so blue team looking. Ooh, a nice hook there from Thresh. Bard forced a flash there, and Thresh didn't flash, but Bard was forced a flash there. Red team just trying to play a little defensive, putting that ward in the tri-bush, but got caught from that Thresh hook. Right, so minions have spawned. Bard actually had to recall to be able to heal up and is now returning to the lane. Able to assist his jungle, who Gravis gonna start with his blue buff, and Rek'Sai gonna start with his red buff. So the ward in the tri-bush has expired. Blue team will see that. This could be an even matchup in the top lane. Darius versus Agalio. And Yasuo versus Jace in the mid. Ooh, Thresh trying to go out there a little bit. Gets poked down by Bard there and Holes. So we're just gonna have to wait for. So in the meantime, we should have stage group 1 playing starting from tomorrow. Action was supposed to play tonight against Hyperspace. However, Hyperspace couldn't find their mid laner, which was unfortunate. So they rescheduled for tomorrow, and we're just gonna have to wait for the other teams to schedule their times. Okay, so another player from the blue team DC'd, looking to reconnect. And just to go back a little bit, when we against Will did play Satsiv Epiphil, KKB was on Twitch, and TSR Baby actually went from top to jungle. I think they swapped after that. In their second game, TSR went top while Crazy or Imaz went jungle. Sorry. So yeah, they looked at their first game against Sepsil, and they said Twitch and Evelyn, so they're just gonna man them out. In the second game from WoW versus Hyperspace Academy, they didn't pick, well, except for Riri 1912, he got back his Thresh, but everybody else is playing a different champion. Imaz played Warwick, Riri played Fizz, TSR, Baby played Nar, so different team compare and against this all strategizing to support that Yasuo ult. And they're gonna heavily rely on Riri, who was having that lag spike just now, who needed to disconnect or reconnect. They're gonna heavily, I guess, rely on Riri to be able to dish out most of the damage. Alright, so the game is unpaused. And Stinger, the captain of Red Team, just pauses it again. Alright, so blue team apparently unpaused it without giving the other team any kind of notice. Alright, so red team has now given permission to unpause. Alright, yeah, and the game is unpaused now. Oh, some nice damage there from Jace. Wind wall went up from Yasuo, but didn't block anything because Jace went into melee. Ooh, nice hook there, flay from Thresh. Draven unable to follow up. And a gank coming in for the top lane from Crazy. Gragas there to support. But Darius was forced to flash there. So both jungles completing blue and red buff. Gragas looking for a gank in mid lane, however spotted out by the ward placed by Yasuo. Right above the river entrance of the enemy jungle. And Darius is starting to take a little lead in the farm. He's now at 17 CS compared to Galio's 12. Oh, and another gank coming in here. Rek'Sai getting the knock up. He has no flash. But both Galio and Rek'Sai wasting flash there. And first blood goes down to Galio. Rek'Sai looking for another gank here in the mid lane. He's actually in the enemy jungle's Wraith camp. Looking to just dive in. Oh, a nice knock up there from Yasuo. He's committed. Now knock up from Rek'Sai. Flash from Jace. Weren't able to secure the kill, but at the same time forced Jace to flash. I think that was a good gank. So Darius does TP back to lane, trying not to lose out on the CS battles. He's going pretty even now, 22 to 22, and in bot lane, Draven, it's a dead even, 38 to 31. So they're doing pretty good in the bot lane. It's pretty even. Gragas picking up Scuttle in the bottom half of the river, while Rek'Sai going for his Wraith camp, his Golem camp, sorry. And pretty even in CS in the mid lane as well. Yasuo 32 to Jace's 31. Jace looking to recall here, and Yasuo's going to continue to farm. He's gonna push up that minion wave and possibly go back or look to gank. Actually, he's making his way down the bottom. Now, what I did notice about We're Against the World is that they do know how to get kills. They do rotate very well. Need to work a bit on their objective control because they did lose the first 2 dragons of their last game against Hyperspace Academy early on. But I think if Rek'Sai is able to get a good gank off properly in bot lane, they could have dragon control and get that first dragon, which is a fire drake. So that will help them dish out some more damage. Alright, Gragas just placed a control ward in the enemy's jungle, and he's looking to rotate bot. There is no blue wards from Thresh or Draven, so he could gank bot easily, but he's actually hovering around the dragon pit. Thresh tries to get the hook onto Caitlyn, but was unable to land it, getting trapped there from one of Caitlyn's traps. Bard putting out some harass poke onto Thresh. Draven just warded the river brush, and Gragas is waiting. They're probably going to take a magical journey, waiting for... Oh, yep, there's the magical journey. Oh, Bard misses the Q for the stun, but huge damage from Gragas. Caitlyn following up with the pilt over Peacemaker, but isn't able to secure any kill. Rek'Sai now looking to enter the enemy jungle. Jace just putting a ward right there by the river entrance. Rek'Sai he didn't spot out that control ward in his own jungle, so he's gonna just proceed to get red buff. And Gragas just finishes off his wolves. So Galio starting to fall behind now in CS. He is only on 49 compared to Darius' 61. Yasuo on 59 compared to Jace's 50. He's completed his Zeal as well. Draven on 66 to 59. And supports, Thresh has 8 compared to Bard 0. Rek'Sai looking for a gank bot, but there is a red ward in the river, so he's gone to rotate mid. Wind wall a little too late there. Still gets a shock blast from. Okay, he's committed. Nice knock up there from Rek'Sai and a nice follow up there from Yasuo. And that's a kill for Rek'Sai onto Jace. It was an unintentional kill steal, but hey, they got the kill. And that puts blue team up 2 kills to 0, and now about a thousand goal lead. Nice taunt there from Galio. Hasn't reached that damage spike yet, although he does have a Fiendish Codex and Blasting 1, but hasn't quite reached any kind of real damage yet. Gragas just clearing that ward from the river. And Jace clearing that control ward in his topside river. Draven really farming up. In bot, he is now on 84. Rek'Sai just complete taking his blue buff and going after the top river scuttle. Gragas is at mid turret. He's possibly looking for a gank here. Knockback from us. Oh, nice engage there. Nice ult. He gets the ignite. Jace gets the kill. That was a good engage there from Gragas. He had to flash though to be able to close the space up, but nevertheless they were able to get the kill. Yasuo has already completing a static shiv. Oh, and a fight ensues in mid lane. What? What? Did Rek'Sai just ult? But he ulted to what? But never mind, he got the kill. He got the kill onto Jace. And the minions will now push up mid turret. Rek'Sai in the enemy jungle could swing for a gank on Jace, but is spotted out by a control ward, and he's just gonna clear it. Bard puts the ignite onto Draven, misses his ult there. Caitlyn, oh, nice heal there from Draven to stop the kill. Both of them forcing to flash. Wow, that's an extra 546 gold for Draven plus another 300. Wow, that was huge. Draven getting a double kill right there. And blue team could get the dragon. Yep, they're going to go for it. So 13 minutes and oh my god, red team stole it. Let's just go back to how did he steal it? He ulted to steal it. And Rek'Sai did have smite up. Alright, so jumping back forward. A great steal there from Gragas. Rek'Sai missing, well, didn't even smite there. Bard getting the stun on the wall for Draven, and Caitlyn picking up that kill. Draven should not have been there, but say what? Alright, so Draven has recoiled. He's completed his Death's Dance and a BF sword. No boots as yet. Caitlyn with a BF sword pickaxe. I guess she's going for Infinity Edge first. Galio in the top lane completes his Banshee's Veil, while Darius has his Phage and a Kin Gem, but not completed any item as yet. And Yasuo static shiv with no boots yet, and Jace has a serrated Duke. I guess he's trying to get a Yomu's blade first, Ghost Blade first. Gragas coming in from behind, gets the knock up and also the ult onto Yasuo. Yasuo's gonna try to run here for his life, puts up the wind wall, trying to nice. Oh my god! He gets the knock up with the ult, but it just wasn't enough. Gragas picks up the kill onto Yasuo. If he had a little bit more lifesteal there, I'm sure he could have probably gotten that double kill. Some nice ward placements from the red team. 3 control wards, 4 control wards out. More in a defensive position, covering their own jungles, and 1 in the bottom river brush. Some nice warding there from the red team. Blue team has 1 control ward in their tri-bush in the bot lane, and also 1 ward which is now being cleared out from bad in the river. In top lane, Galio on 107 CS to Darius is 125. Not much damage done onto either turret as yet. The most damage being done onto a turret is actually in the bot lane. Blue team putting some damage there. And rotation coming out again here from Rek'Sai. He's making his way down to the bottom jungle. He's gonna clear his raids. Gragas also moving down to the bottom side. He's probably gonna go for his wolves. And Yasuo needs to watch out for that Gragas ult knock-up combo, because he is getting interrupted. Rek'Sai putting a ward right in the enemy jungle. Quickly cleaned out by that control ward that's been placed there from Jace. Rek'Sai recalling, and Draven trying to do some solo damage onto the bard. Wow, that's some big damage there from Draven. He's already completed. Oh, he still hasn't returned yet, but I'm sure has a lot of gold. He's now on 99 adoration, so if he cashes this in, that'll be huge. Alright, Gragas setting up for a gank here. Magical Genie coming in. But nice ult. Oh my gosh, Draven tries a flash there. Huge ult there from Gragas. Teleport is coming in from Darius. Caitlyn running. Oh my gosh, he gets knocked up from Galio, and that's a dead Caitlyn. Galio now ulting onto his own team members. Darius trying to get the ult onto Thresh, wasn't able to complete it with the ult, but still gets a kill. And Draven double kill. Jace with a double kill now. Jace with a triple kill, and red team is back in this game. They've just aced blue team, and it's 8 for 8. Second dragon is spawning in 23 seconds, and what a turnaround fight there in the bot lane. Alright, let's just go back to see that. TP is coming in from both Galio and Darius. Darius flashing in to get the Q onto 3 of their members, missing the ult kill onto Thresh. Nice taunt there from Galio. And Jace comes in, picks up the kill onto... Wow, that was pretty good. Alright, so I'm jumping back to present now. After that huge fight in bot lane. Why does this keep changing? Alright, so Draven comes out with 4 kills now, Rek'Sai with 2, Galio with 2, and on the red team, Jace is pretty big. He has 5 kills now, completed his Yomu's Ghost Plate and also the Black Cleaver, so Jace is gonna do some huge damage now. And Yasuo trying to stay relevant. He has no kills but 3 deaths, but never discount a Yasuo. So at the 20-minute mark, both teams are even in kills, very even in goal as well, 32.5 to 31.4. Just a 900 goal difference. Second dragon is live, which is going to be the Ocean Drake. Engage here from Bard, gets a stun onto Thresh. Ooh. Both teams doing some good poke. Yasuo trying to get into the bot lane as well to follow up, but leaves Jace in the mid lane, and minions are allowed to push up. This would be a next big fight, which would be a dragon fight. Rek'Sai hovering around the bot lane. The red team have placed a ward in that tri-bush. So Yasuo has recalled. He's gone back to get his BF sword and pickaxe, trying to go for his infinity edge, but unable to complete it with that recall. Jace also looking to recall. I don't think he recalled. He cancelled it, and he's gonna try to stay mid. Yasuo and Galio picking up top river scuttle. Galio just clearing that clairvoyant ward, and Yasuo gets spotted out by that control ward in the tri-bush. Gragas making his way there to try to support Darius. So Yasuo gonna return to his lane. Bard deep into the enemy jungle, not placing any wards, although I think he should have tried to place a ward right by the enemy red buff to just have an idea of where the jungle might be, but doesn't choose to place a ward. Rek'Sai now making his way down to the bot lane. He's gonna pick up his golems. And Draven on 188 CS compared to Caitlyn's 152. Both of them completing the Infinity Edge, so both of them will have a nice power spike here in the mid game. Galio catching back up with CS. Oh my gosh, Caitlyn got caught out in the bot lane, and Draven picks up the kill. So he'll get an extra. He'll get an extra amount of gold for the adoration. And Rek'Sai making his way down bot lane, either looking for that dive for the Bard, but Gragas is right there, and they're trying to get this turret. Ignite from Bard goes on to Draven. Gragas still has his ult. Rek'Sai coming in from the back now to support. Nice disengage ult there from Gragas. So it's still 9 kills to 9 kills. Both teams pretty even. And red team will pick up the first turret in mid lane. Hook coming out there for Thresh. He's now out of position. Nice stun there from Bard. And Caitlyn picks up the kill. Teleport coming in from Galio and also from Darius. This is going to be pretty big. Jace trying to pick out Draven, but unable to get the kill. Galio ulting onto Rek'Sai, trying to disengage for his team, and he was successful in doing so. So the only member of blue team that died there was Thresh, who got caught out with the Bard stun. Wow. Yasuo flashing there, even though Darius missed his pull, just out of precaution and safety, decides to flash. And red team is gonna get this second dragon scot-free, so they now have 2 dragons. And we against the world actually now falling behind in CS. This is now a swap in gold. I'm sorry, in gold, not in CS. So red team now in the lead with 10 kills to 9 and only a 300 difference in gold, but they've now taken the goal lead. Yeah, that Thresh was tried to get that hook there, was sorely out of position, and Bar just took advantage, gets the stun onto the wall, and that's an easy kill for Caitlyn. Caitlyn now completing her rapid fire cannon, so she'll get even more range with that one shot, which will probably most likely crit since she's got the infinity edge and also rapid fire cannon. And blue team will pick up their first turret. Will the minions get to take it? Nope. Just in time to clear the minion wave. Actually, red team picked up their second turret in the bot lane as well. Thresh again in mid lane, a little out of position in the river, just trying to place a ward, and blue team finally picks up their first turret in the top lane to take back this goal lead at 43,000 to 42,000. Okay, so Bard having some lag problems, and they have chosen to pause the game. Okay, so they've unpaused the game, and blue team has 4 members in the mid lane, while Yasuo looking to go down bot to push. He's 0-4, but he's completed his infinity edge, so again, do not discount the Yasuo, and blue team has really built a comp to try to complement this Yasuo ult. So let's see if they could get his ult going and get some kills on the squishies. More the Bard and Caitlyn. Darius has completed a Dead Man's Plate, so he's a little bit tanky. And Gragas completing, I think that's, yeah, a Frozen Heart. So both of them going pretty 80 armor heavy. And blue team gonna siege this mid turret now, while Darius and Bard looking to try to sweep around back. Gragas has started the engage. Nice play there to knock him back. Darius focusing hard on this Draven. Jace picking up the kill onto Thresh. They're now focusing down the Yasuo. And that's a double kill for for Jace. Darius will get the kill onto Galio, and red team starting to take some kind of lead here. They're now 13 kills to 10 and have taken back control of the goal lead. Caitlyn Angie is going to try to push on the second tier turret in mid. Rek'Sai is there to try to defend, but it isn't going to be enough. And red team, which is Scrub Nation, is back into this game. Yeah, so this Yasuo is really trying to get going, but only he's getting focused really hard. Jace is actually doing some huge damage, focusing on the Draven and also Yasuo. So Thresh needs to stay in front. Galio needs to ult a little bit earlier to try to protect his teammates. But Jay's just doing a heck of a lot of damage. He's completed his Lord Dominique's regards, so he's gonna do some more damage. He has his GA, so he's just one item away from being at full build and at 30 minutes into the game. Red team still in control here, only 1000 gold ahead. They need to look to regroup and try to get the next objective, such as either top turret or possibly try to force a Baron fight. Yasuo is bot lane, he just got that turret, and Rek'Sai is top as well, pushing. So 3 members of the blue team in mid just not sure what to do. Draven going for the red buff, and Dragon is spawning in the next minute, which is going to be a fire drake, which is the second fire drake for the game. Blue team still not sure where to go, what to do. They're gonna try to start setting up for that dragon fight. Shock blast coming in from Jace, seeing Thresh with that ward, not able to land it, but Thresh places a ward in the dragon pit. In the meantime, 3 members of blue team trying to siege that mid turret. Red team coming to defend it, and it's now 5 persons for blue team in the mid, and dragon is spawning in 4 seconds. Red team has already set themselves up to do it. This could be a sneak here from blue team to go and do Baron. Is it going to be? Yeah, it is. They are going to start Baron, and red teams who started dragon already pulling away to try to go and compete this Baron. Bad, lovely ult, was only able to catch 1 person out, which is Draven. Oh my gosh, that's a nice stun there from Bad. Force the flash. Damn, Jace doing a huge amount of damage there. And that's going to be the mistake that gives up blue team. It was a good call to swap the Baron for Dragon. It's unfortunate because red team actually had it warded, so they stopped Dragon 1 time and went to contest Baron, and Thresh just getting caught out there with Bad's stun against the wall. Ugh. Anyways, red team gonna go for the Dragon now, which is gonna be uncontested. So red team 3 dragons with Baron, 16 kills to 10, and a 3000 goal lead. I think blue team still could pull this back. I've seen them work together, the synergy as well. They just need to be able to get a good ult for Yasuo to be able, either a good Rek'Sai knocking up at least 2 or 3 members, a good flay from Thresh, or just a good ult from Galio to knock up some enemies so that Yasuo could ult. Because right now Yasuo has built a little tanky. He's gotten a frozen mallet, no boots as yet, but between Yasuo ult, Draven ult, and Draven's AAs, they could do some pretty good damage. But right now, yeah, the star player for red team is Enigma. He's on 8, 2, and 5. He's approaching full build. He has a BF sword. I'm thinking he might either turn it into Infinity Edge or something else. I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait to see. But he's just he's not very far away from getting his full build. Red team just trying to get some objective, finally getting that top turret. They could look to siege mid. with that Baron buff and try to force a fight in mid. Yasuo. 4 members there. Galio is up in the top lane. Galio does have teleport, he does have ult, but I don't think even with teleport and ult won't be able to reach there in time. Blue team just having to kind of turtle here. Not much they can do, especially with red team having that Baron buff. Alright, nice play there from Thresh. They're gonna start the engage onto Darius. Yasuo prematurely ults. He should have waited for that huge Galio ult there because he got 4 out of 5 members there. He didn't wait. Darius getting a triple kill. And that's an ace for red team, yep. Red team, yep, that could be game here. They're gonna get this inhibitor turret. Gonna get inhibitor. The death timers are high. They're in a 30-second range. And red team could look to close out the game right here. GG Scrub Nation. Well, I have never seen this before at any GamesCon or any tournament we've hosted in the past. Scrub Nation just coming in second game of this second game ever in a tournament, and they just pulled off something. Wow. Yeah, that was wow. Jace ending on 9-2 and 9. Darius on 7-2 and 8. And on We're Against the Will, Yasuo unable to get off the ground, still on one kill, 6 deaths and 2 assists. Thresh on 0-5 and 5. Draven had a hard time there. He was on 5 kills, 3 deaths and 2 assists. But that last fight, Yasuo ulted a little. He ulted early. He went in on the Thresh play. He should have waited for the Galio because Galio did get a 4-man knock-up, and that would have been a big ult from Yasuo. But GG Scrub Nation, congrats for the win. You all still have one more game to play against Set Sail for Epic Field, and if you all do manage to take down Set Sail, then it will be a 4-way tie with everybody on 3 points, I believe. So this should be interesting. Actually, no. If Scrub Nation wins the next game, which is against Set Sail, then they'll actually go through with Set Sail. But if they lose against Set Sail, they'll have a 3-way tie for second. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Alright, so thank you for joining us, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow when XGen has to play Hyperspace.